Hello, hello, evolutionary women and the men who support evolutionary women from around the world. It is Catherine Longy here, and I am with an amazing GIFEW Evolutionary Woman Entrepreneur Award nominee, the lovely Marion Chapsal from France. And Marion is an executive voice coach, and she helps women be fully expressed in their lives, in the world, in their businesses. And Marion and I were just talking before when we were setting up this live stream, actually, what it takes for us women to really generate ourselves, to be camera ready, to be expressed, to put ourselves out there. So Marion, would you like to start and just introduce yourself with a little more detail than I did so we can get to know you?
Oh, thanks. What a beautiful intro. I love it when someone else speaks about me. And as you know, as everybody's listening there, it's one of the key questions where you start to freeze and you start to wonder what I'm going to say. And that's true. That's one of the most difficult questions to talk about yourself. So I'm going to give you the shortest version. That is, I am passionate. I've been passionate about developing women's voices since now 30 years. So it doesn't make me look younger, but makes me look, well, really passionate and experienced in this field. There are some deep
Wow.
reasons why I do this. And I always advocate the women I'm coaching to start with their why, like Simon Sinek. But I think I thought about it a little earlier too. It's the why is that very simply, I've witnessed as a little girl growing up in a family of three and being the last one in a world where men were doctors, teachers, surgeons, scientific, and my mom being exactly the same, but having a total different status because she decided to stop, to silence herself, and not to work. And I've been growing in this environment and seeing how detrimental it was for her own health and actually her mental health and the whole system of our family. And I've
Wow.
always promised myself that I would do differently. And it's been striving, and I've been striving maybe like the first part of my life, first 30 years of my life, to be really doing differently. And as you know, it doesn't work either when you strive so much. So now I'm more into being very kind and self-compassionate with myself. And that's what I encourage others to do. So to come
Wow.
back with the work I'm doing, this is really to enable women to get more comfortable with who they are, to find their place, not only find their voice, because I believe our voice is changing through time. It's not one voice to find or one really way to express it. We are
Wow.
1,000 faces of a heroine's journey, and
Oh, absolutely.
this is what I'm really interested into.
Marion, I am so fascinated by the fact that you've been doing this work for 30 years. Like, I'm just imagining what the landscape was like for women in the 90s, like before we started expressing ourselves in the internet, like
Yeah.
in the noughties and in the last decade as well as now. Like, the landscape has shifted so much in the last 30 years. What do you say to women today who now we're so vulnerable with these little devices? Like, we have a million ways to express ourselves, and yet it's
Mm.
actually hard to kind of be heard.
Yeah, I love your question. Actually, yeah, it's popped up. Okay, maybe there's a blog post about it because I see the differences. I see the role of online communication, the pressure of really appearing on video too. Well, it's a gift, it's an opportunity, but it's also a threat because it's hard to be, that you will be recorded and all this stuff. I think all the women who have been nominated, they know that very well. So this is a great opportunity for us. And I wish there were the possibility of saying, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be at your perfect self. Fight perfectionism, fight procrastination, which will tell you, no, okay, I almost told you actually, I almost told you, could we postpone it because I didn't wash my hair? And I said, oh, I need to brush. And no, okay, it's like that.
Oh,
It's
thank
going
goodness you
to be
didn't.
it's good, but I didn't postpone it because it makes it harder for the next time.
It
So
does.
that's
It
the
does.
change I see. It's the multiplication of opportunities to show up and to be seen, the pressure which is put on ourselves and on the media, where you see all kind of Photoshop image of people, and you don't see also all the grooming and all the preparation and the coaching behind the scenes. And I know what it takes to do a perfect pitch, or to, because it takes a lot of work to prepare for a 3 minute improv
Yeah.
presentation.
Yeah, amazing. Well, Marion, thank you so much for being here with us today. So, ladies and gentlemen, Marion is nominated for an award. So, a vote for Marion is a vote for women's voices being heard around the world. The links are above. So, be generous with your voting. And, Marion, again, thank you so much for being you, making the difference you make. And good luck at the awards.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye bye.